All right. There we go. Welcome to MOPS virtual meeting. It is May 12th, and we are so excited to have so many of you faces on here joining us today. Being a mom right now is super fun and super challenging. And this is, if you're like me, you've kicked your children out of the house, and this is mommy time. I can hear them. They're still trying to get out of the house, but they're on their way out. So we have the lovely Katrina Ford here with us today. She's beautiful, and she's got all of her children in their rooms, and and her baby is going to just hang out in that swing and she's just going to be super cool. Hear that, Lydia? You're going to be super cool about this.
Hopefully.
So she is going to kind of wrap up our theme, because technically today would have been our very last meeting for the year. It's hard to even, I know, Connie, right? Tears, lots of tears. It's just so weird to end the year this way, but Katrina is going to do an amazing job wrapping up this year's theme to the full and leading us into next year's theme, which is Decide to Rise. So thank you so much, Katrina, for doing this. Take it away, girlfriend.
I'm so excited to get to share with everybody today. As I was preparing what I was going to say, it was coming to me that God has prepared us ahead of time for what we're facing today. The theme that we had this year lines up so perfectly with kind of what we're going through as moms right now in our lives. The theme verse for this past year for To the Full was John 10:10. The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy, but I have come that you may have life and that you may have it to the full. And we had 3 subpoints this year. And it just is so cool to me to think back on those subpoints and on all the things that we were taught by all the speakers and videos and things that we went through this year as a MOPS group that prepared us for where we're at right now today. The 3 subpoints were have more fun, fear less, and find your people. Have more fun. I don't always have more fun. If I was being honest, I have a to-do list and I have things to get done, and it's kind of inconvenient to stop and have more fun. And quarantine has given us the perfect opportunity to stop and have more fun. We have nothing but time to accomplish the things that we need to do, as well as take a break, spend time with our kids, and have more fun. We had Ashley Latimer, who was the best fun mom in the whole wide world. Her whole thing in life is to be fun, and she's so good at it. And she gave us the best ideas. How many of us went to Dollar Tree after she spoke and bought everything at Dollar Tree? Every mom that week was like, I went to Dollar Tree, I went to Dollar Tree, I went to Dollar Tree. Mom after mom after mom saying they went and bought fun things, and we're going to take opportunities to stop their busyness and spend time with their kids having fun. And I've seen on Facebook mom after mom who has had fun over the last 6 weeks. Moms who have put bears in their windows and driven house to house with their kids and did bear hunts. And my kids really thought that was going to be something way cooler than it actually was. I was more excited about it than they were. They kept saying this is it? We're just driving and looking at bears in the windows? But I thought it was fun. Moms who have painted murals on their front windows or their doors, or had their kids use paint and paint the windows, they thought that was super fun. I did not think that was super fun, but they did. So it was worth it. Moms who have done sidewalk chalk murals with their kids and gone on walks with their kids in the neighborhood, in the state park, and done bike rides and taken the time to jump on the trampoline or do the things that we don't typically do because we're too busy. And we got trained by a fun lady right before quarantine hit how to have fun. And so it's so cool to me that God went before us on that. Deuteronomy 28 says that he makes us the head and not the tail. That means he's in front of us and not behind us. He's preparing us for what's to come. And that has been proven to me this year. The other thing is, the other sub point was fearless. We as moms have been given every opportunity to spend our last 6 weeks in fear. and afraid and scared of what's going to come and scared of the unknown and not knowing how we're going to handle this situation, or not having an income anymore in our families, or we've had so much opportunities to take fear. And we have talked about how we're going to fear less. We're going to be brave. We're going to go first. We're going to quit worrying about things that we can't control, and we're going to give that control to God. And we've had opportunities to practice doing that. Not ideal, not what we've wanted to do, but it's developed us and it's trained us and it's given us a chance. Sometimes we've fallen into the fear, but the constant reminder that we don't have to stay there. And we've been taught that this year. And so another cool thing that God prepared us for what we're in right now. The third point was finding your people. And if you are sitting there feeling like I don't have people, you're wrong. Because all these moms on here are your people. All these moms that attend MOPS are your people. They're in the trenches. They're doing homeschool right now and wanting to pull their hair out. They are bathing kids or not bathing kids because there's nowhere to go. They are potty training for the 28th year. They are doing what you're doing. They are feeding children 750 times a day, just like me. I feel like that is literally all I do, is feed children. Between nursing and 3 big kids, we're just eating all day long. So the moms in this MOPS group are your people. And I have gotten messages and text messages and seen on Facebook people checking in with each other. I've gotten like personal messages from people that haven't necessarily reached out to me in the past, just saying, hey, how's it going? Hey, how are you doing? How's your family holding up? The people in your life right now in quarantine are your people. So you found them. Here we are. Surprise. You didn't know they were going to be us, and they are. And we want to do life with you, and all the moms in MOPS want to do life with you. So you're not alone going through this. So we are prepared for everything we're facing right now. Ooh, I love your lipstick. Totally distracted. Kelly, your lipstick is right.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyways, back on track here. You have found your people. You don't have to keep searching. You don't have to keep looking. We're here. So if you need somebody today, reach out. Don't wait for somebody to get a hold of you. There's 12, 13 people on this message, and there's 100 people in our MOPS group, on and off. There's somebody who wants to talk to you today. So don't wait and go, well, nobody's contacted me. Be the person who goes first. Be the person who's brave. Be the person who fears less and reaches out and says, hey, I'm here. This is where we're at in life. I have fed kids 100 times today. You know, take your opportunity to really find your people during this season. I am just super, super thrilled that that was the theme this year, that the whole beginning of MOPS set us up for where we are today. And what is even more exciting is that the theme for this next year, what is that setting us up for? Because it's setting us up for some things. And this next year's theme, I am like so thrilled about. I cannot get over it. I have like just thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and gotten creative and came up with ideas. And I'm just like excited to see what God's going to use MOPS to do this next year. I'm going to hold my baby because she's teething. Yay. So this next year's theme is called Decide to Rise. And the thought of that is so exciting to me because right now we have the opportunity to rise. Right now we're faced with challenges that we didn't know that we would be faced with. We didn't know that there was going to be a pandemic and we'd all be stuck in our homes and having to figure out homeschooling. We didn't know that was coming. And MOPS International didn't know that was coming. And the Lord gave them a theme ahead of time to prepare us for where we're at right now and to help us walk through this next season. A lot of us are facing new challenges. A lot of us are homeschooling. We're having to stay strong for our children as they see new things or hear about things that are going on in the world. We're having to not be afraid. We're having to be bold and brave and teach them how to handle this without being crippled by fear. And so we're facing new challenges. We're having to rise as parents to be present with our families, to be present with our children. We ain't got nowhere else to go but right here in our homes. And so sometimes that's a challenge. Sometimes we have to make the effort to rise when we really just want to like go hide under our covers and like be like, fend for yourself today, forget about school, watch TV all day. And I'm not saying you can't have a day. If you need a day, you take your day. But we can't live there. We can't just live under our covers. Our children depend on us. Our homes depend on us. And so we are being pushed into a season where it is up to us to rise. We're having to make hard decisions. And I believe that mothers, that we are deciding to rise. I believe that mothers all across the nation, all across the world are rising up to take care of their children and to take care of their homes during this time. Has it always been easy? No. Has there been days where I've wanted to hide under the covers and not come out? And was there days where I did when my husband was home and laid off? Yes. There was days where I was like, all right, checking out, going upstairs, you got this. So it's not always been easy. But are we capable of doing it? Yeah, we are. Because God created us to rise. God created us to be mothers, to take care of these children. Has it always been fun? No. Have I tried to have more fun? Yes. Has some of the fun things we've done turned out not as fun as I thought they would be? Yes. But we just pick ourselves up and we move on and we do it again, right? I believe that right now we have the opportunity to create a strong generation of children and a strong generation of moms who rise to the occasion. The 3 subpoints for this year's theme are really exciting. The first one is be strong. It is time that we take back ourselves physically and mentally and emotionally and get strong. It's hard work. Sometimes it requires seeing a therapist to deal with past trauma. Sometimes it requires getting up earlier than your kids to exercise. Sometimes it requires choosing better food choices. I don't love that. I actually don't do that. That's probably the thing I should be getting strong on. Sometimes it's going to require work. But I promise this work pays off. I promise the stronger you are, the stronger your children will be, the stronger your family will be, and the more you'll be able to accomplish. So the first point is be strong. We have to be strong to face these challenges that are ahead. I'd love to say that this pandemic's just going to be over and we're going to move on with life and it's going to all be the same and we're never going to have to go through something like this again, but I can't say that. I can't promise that. So we need to be strong to prepare for the next things that are coming in this world. The second point is something I have been trying to do for the last few years. The Lord really pushed me into this a couple years ago, and I am making it a practice, is to chase joy. To chase joy. That means to reject complaining. That means to reject living offended. That means to notice the glass half full and not half empty. And sometimes that's real hard. With my own children, like boys, Ashley Latimer was talking to me one day and she was like, you really just gotta like pump them up. You have to like build them, make a big deal about all the little things they do, like, oh, you cleaned up your own dinner, woo! And I'm like, that is a struggle for me because I'm like, you're expected to clean up your own dinner. Good job. And I learned that I've been practicing that. When I build them up and pump them up, my other sister-in-law, Jessica, calls it gassing them up. Like you gas up your car. When I gas my kids up, they want to do way more for me than if I'm just like, well, good, I'm glad you took care of your dinner. And so learning to do that creates more joy in my home. It's not always my favorite thing because I kind of am like, in life, you're just expected to do things. But I have found that it creates more joy in my home if I do that. From me and from them. We're all a little bit more joyful. So chasing joy means rejecting anything that's not joy. And not necessarily living like it, you can't just live in this like happy bubble all the time. Circumstances happen, life takes place, disappointments happen, but choosing to not stay in that place for too long, choosing to go, that happened, but we're going to pivot and we're going to do this instead. We're going to choose this instead over the disappointments in life. So first point was be strong. Second sub point is chase joy. And the third sub point is a 4-letter word that most people don't love, but it is going to pay off. And I'm excited to do it with you this year. It is do your work. We have work to do, moms. And I can't tell you what that work is for you, and you can't tell me what that work is for me. In our own lives, we all have some work that we got to do. That could look like getting a budget in order to take care of your finances. That could look like choosing to save instead of go spend. That could look like seeing a therapist or a counselor to dig out some things that maybe happened in the past. That could look like choosing to do a Bible study or choosing to go to church because you feel like it betters your spiritual walk with the Lord, or even choosing to come to MOPS because it gives you a break every couple weeks and refuels you to be a good mom. Whatever that work is for you to strengthen your family, this is the year we're going to choose to do the work. And when we choose to do the work, it is going to profit and benefit our families so huge. Think about the things right now that you could choose to do that would change the course of history for your family. You know, struggling with addiction. Some people struggle with addiction, and it's been generation after generation after generation of people in your family who have struggled with addiction. And if you choose to do your work right now, you could break that cycle for your family. It's been proven. Whatever it is in your life, whatever it is in your home that you have work to do, this is the year we're going to do our work, and we're going to do it together. Because sometimes it feels really daunting to be the only one doing your work. Sometimes it feels like, am I the only person who's been in this financial situation and doesn't know how to create a budget? Am I the only person who can't figure out the parenting style that I need to use for my child? No, you're not. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of moms who are also going, I should give this a try with my kids, but we haven't really gotten serious to do it. And this is the year we're going to get serious to do it. This is the year we're going to rise up. We're going to decide to rise, because this year we're going to change the course of history for our families. So please this year, join me. Join MOPS. Join moms across America, across the world, across Michigan, deciding to rise, deciding to do the work that it takes to strengthen their families and to change the course of history. And you're doing awesome things. It's not like, oh gosh, you got so much to work on. No, it's one thing at a time. You moms are amazing, and you're strong, and you are accomplishing big things, and you are deciding to rise, and you are raising children to be great humans and part of society. You're doing that. But there's areas that we all can strengthen. There's areas that we can all tweak and go, oh, I could do better here. And so that's what we're going to do this year. We're going to all decide to rise. Let me see. I have, I wanted to tell you the story that in the Bible that they got this theme from is so cool to me. There was the children of Israel the nation of Israel had really lost their identity. They kind of had forgotten who they were. They forgot that they were God's chosen people. They were just kind of in a bad place. And has anybody else forgotten who they were ever before? Or felt like I have no identity anymore, right? All I am is a mom. I felt that. And that's where the Israelites were, is they were just kind of lost, forgot who they were. And this is so cool to me. The Bible actually says that the woman named Deborah this is the Bible's words, decided to rise as a mother. And because she did that, she helped Israel rediscover their identity and their destiny as the people of God. How cool is that? She decided to rise as a mother. And that's going to be us this year. We're going to decide to rise as mothers, to face the challenges instead of put them off till tomorrow, hope they go away. I've done it. I've been there. Bury my head in the sand like an ostrich and pretend the situations are going to change. This year, we're not doing that anymore. We're deciding to rise. I believe in each and every one of you as moms. I believe that this year we can rise together. We can face the challenges that we've been putting off. And I know that we can do this because in Esther 4:14, it says we were born for such a time as this. We were born and created for this time. So we're going to rise together. I have a song that it's a popular song right now, and I just recorded the chorus to play here before we end. So I sang it. I got to figure out how to share my screen. I'm getting on that here. Hold on. Okay, here it is. And I'm going to play part of this song for you as we finish. Can you guys see that? Can anybody see that? Okay. Oh. Let's start over because I don't know if the volume's on. Let's see. Oh, it's acting funny now. Let's try again. An error has occurred. Let's try again. I recorded it a bunch of times, so. Really? Well, I can play it from my phone and just hold it up to the camera. Let's see. Quality might not be as great if I go this route, but I think you will get the point here.
Either that or you could stop sharing and just try sharing again. Sometimes that works too.
Okay, we'll try that. Share screen. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, let's, here it is. We'll find it. Video. I've had it pulled up for a while, so it might just need to
There you go.
Here. Oh, there I am.
Can do it. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Trying. We don't have any sound. Are you hearing it, Katrina?
It's not working.
No, we can see it, but we can't hear anything.
Am I muted? No. Okay, I'm gonna just do it on my phone and hold it up to the camera.
Okay.
Because, let's see.
Ooh, you know what? Maybe if I make you the host.
That's okay. We can just do it this way.
Okay.
You see what I
Selah.
And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Yes, I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Yes, I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Yes, I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 you.
All right, so moms, we're gonna do that this year. We're gonna rise up. We're gonna be bold. We're gonna be brave. We're gonna fear less, like we learned this past year. And we're gonna face the things that are to come. And we're gonna face them together. And we're gonna rise up to beat these challenges and to change the course of history for our family and our children. And when we rise up, we're gonna create children who also rise up. So thank you for listening to me talk today and share with you how excited I am. And I hope that every one of you join us at MOPS next year.
Oh, thank you so much, Katrina. That was amazing. Just the tie between and the relating and the personal stories. Thank you so much for sharing.